back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. On the first snap, here's Mayfield. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. But they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Mayfield. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they go end around with Adams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here is 3rd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Play action. Now O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's O'Connell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. O'Connell. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Third down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Mayfield with it once more. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think they need to make sure they get together on that route because that's a curl, all right? Timing is everything.
That receiver anticipating turning around, having the ball already halfway there, threw it short. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going right side is White, and a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. Now Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field, inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer taking it in. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keeft from 8 yards out. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. 2, to throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Here we go.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. He hits Adams, complete. Now inside the 25. Devontae Adams. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's 1st and 10.
Kings. Done.
Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And in a spot like this, a tie game late, if you can hit on one of these home run balls, it could win you the ball game. But, boy, you run the risk of an interception, and that could be what loses you the game. So a lot riding.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Carter. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend. So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Mayfield now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So it's a win here for the Raiders. And it was Jimmy Garoppolo, who really played well.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that'll